Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now lace in the beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up.
All right, Coach, we're about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The longtime Raiders, Sebastian Janikowski of the Seahawks now to get us started. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Bradford on second down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, 5-2.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
Gotta hurry. Monday.
On 1st and 10, Bradford out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. This one complete to Gresham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Bradford. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Gotta hurry. You got 4. Here we go, 5-5. One day. There we go, stop right there, stop right there.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Dawson's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, tempo.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right, and he slides to avoid the hit. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Come on, tempo. 14. Good.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 43 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football.
Let's go. 19.
On 2nd down, Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go, Monday.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a handoff. Johnson. Room here to run. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Freeman again. And some space here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Chris, the team! 18. Right, easy. Check 51. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Now Wilson on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And they're a Inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
One left. Right. 380. Right.
On second down, here's Wilson. 20! It's caught, blocked it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Let's go, 14. Let go.
Now Wilson on second down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Corey Peters getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14.
Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Bradford. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
To throw is Bradford. Underneath for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
One day. Here we go.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Going to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now Wilson looking to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down, Bradford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In search of something here after the sack. It's third and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the gun, Bradford. It's caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. Dawson tacks on the point after, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Wilson to throw on third down. He's going to let this one. He's got a man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Zebra. Check 14, run it.
On first down, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Bradford from the gun on third down. He may try and run for this. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs. because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Tempo.
To throw on 2nd down. Wilson. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Come on, let's go.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Tempo.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
19. Check 50.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chandler Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Wilson to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Darboh. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Back now here on EA Sports. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. He's been busy today. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Wilson. And he finds Penny. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. The quick slant caught. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson steps away to his left. He can run, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Turbo.
To throw on second down, Bradford. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Monday. Hey. Hot. 180. Monday.
Bradford now to throw on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Bradford on second down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Bradford. Forced out to his left. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And that'll bring up second down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
To throw, Bradford. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Bradford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Here we go, 5-2, here we go.
And that'll be a Accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Again, it's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Looking to throw on second down. Bradford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to J.U. Chesson. And that takes us from second to third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Turbo. Here we go, Monday.
He's back to throw. His pass caught with the 4. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
This is Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
tempo. Hey, hey. There.
Throwing now is Wilson. And it's complete to Kelsey. Give him 30 yards there.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
And there it is, Brandon, taking a knee. They get their first win of the season. They're now 1-3. And I remember when a 1-3 start meant you didn't even talk about going to the playoffs. Nowadays in the NFL, you still got a shot.
Yeah, and a big difference between 1-3 and 0-4.
I think they're going to practice really well next week, riding this momentum of this win.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.